Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, hey there, Blue Eyes.
Oh, hey, Dave. Hey, wait a minute. Is that my maid outfit? When I thought I had the job as a lighthouse keeper, only to turn out it was a job as a lighthouse keeper?
No, well, this is a French-made outfit, Steve. Yours was a German-made uniform. Do you remember the lederhosen?
Yes.
And look at this. These are French fishnet stockings. That is a prominent staple of the French-made outfit.
Of course.
Yeah, you know, I got your email this morning for the special Maid Day update special, and I thought this would work.
Mayday, Dave. I wrote Mayday special. It's Mayday.
No, I'm pretty sure you wrote Maid Day special, Steve. Maid Day. Look, I have the email here in my bra. Oh, there it is. Look. Yeah, Maid Day. See?
I'll be a wet monkey. Will you look at that? My bad.
2 minutes. Thank you, too. Thank you, Ringo.
Thank you, 2 minutes. Thank you. Oh, Dave, I am so sorry. I heard the news about your three-wheeled man trike getting stolen.
Oh, yeah. You know, I left it parked out in front of the pet shop, and I went when I was going in there to buy more salve for my ferret's dry patches, and came back out. It wasn't there.
Well, how did you get here today?
Oh, on my unicycle.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, the guy in the turnpike toll booth, he didn't charge me anything.
Oh, flash a little leg, did you?
That's funny. But yes, I did. I mean, in my defense, it's hard not to flash a little leg when you're unicycling in a French maid's outfit. And, you know, I'm not proud, but $1's a dollar.
By the way, I suggest that you charge everything you can while you can.
No, I prefer to pay cash, Steve. You know that. I paid cash for this outfit. I hope I get reimbursed. I kept the receipt.
Oh, you will. Yeah, sure. As long as you're using it for business purposes only.
So no reimbursement.
Besides, it's not that kind of charging that I'm talking about. I'm talking about your electronics.
Why?
I have a sneaky suspicion that we're about to lose power in the studio.
Really? Oh, but I just unicycled 40 miles up the interstate. There's no wind at all. It's not windy.
I know. I just haven't paid the electric bill in 3 months.
And welcome to this special Week in Review, special Maid Day update special with the Chamber of Comedy. I'm Dave Hanray.
And I'm Steve Burnett. And this week's update is brought to you by Maine Repertory Theater and Grandma Helen's helium-filled pacifier rings. No more worries when Baby June spits out her num-num now that it sports a counterbalanced helium ring. Pacifiers sold separately. Dave?
I say yum yum to the helium-balanced num-num, Steve.
You do? Really? Congratulations, Dave. I couldn't be happier for you.
Well, here's some news. It may be May, but you may want to leave your swimsuit home this summer as all of Maine's beaches are going nude.
In an effort to boost tourism numbers this summer, Maine's governor has signed a decree for all beaches to allow beach bums to show off their beach bums.
From midnight to 6 a.m., anyone 18 and older can shed their skivvies and take the naked plunge.
I'm excited already, Dave.
Not a surprise there, Steve, especially with so many of Maine's beautiful beaches serving as gathering places for our retired elderly community.
And agree or disagree, but every now and then, Maine's governor has been accused of making decisions that are really in her own best self-interest.
So maybe we'll see her on the beach some evening.
Hope springs eternal for this guy. Only concern that I have with this nude ordinance, though, is the time.
Well, it's the midnight to 6 a.m. I don't know. I think skinny dipping in the dark is a great first step for our more timid nude enthusiasts. It gives them the opportunity to, spread their wings and try their sea legs, so to speak. For their very first time exposing those special places. I know that's when I'll be giving it a go.
Well, that may be true, but during that time of night, I'm just going to have a heck of a time getting any clear photos with the camera on my phone. In other news, as this week's update title suggests, we are indeed celebrating May Day, the international distress signal repeated 3 times in a row during radio communications, first used during wartime.
No,
many people
Steve,
don't.
I don't mean to interrupt, but it's not that kind of May Day, Steve. It's instead we are celebrating May Day, the long storied tradition of the beginning signs of spring. That's this week. As we witness trees beginning to blossom, lawns turning green, the sweet melodic sounds of birds chirping,
and the frozen ring of mystery crud clinging to the inside of my outdoor hot tub beginning to thaw.
Coming up, a certain unnamed queen takes to the Silver Singles dating app.
After this word from Peg Leg Dugan's soothing medicated corn pads. Are your corns so painful that you're just begging to have your feet lopped off?
Then put your worst foot forward and try Peg Leg Dugan's soothing medicated corn pads. They're like my pillows for your toes. We're out. 60 seconds. Thank you, 60.
Thank you. Dave, what did you do during our brief respite last week?
Carol and I went to Bar Harbor for some much-needed R&R.
R&R, rock and roll! Who was playing? Bobby Goldsboro? Metallica?
No.
Cup of Oxygen?
No, Steve. R&R. Rest and relaxation.
I've never heard of that band.
It's not a band. Bar Harbor's one of Carol and my favorite places to escape for a few days.
Dave, you are going to kick yourself in the teeth when you hear this. I was there as well.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, we saw you. You were sitting out in front of that ice cream place, the one with the giant smiling lobster on it.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that chocolate ice cream. It was melting all over your hands and your mouth. And, then we saw you shoplifting a comic book in the bookstore. And then you were buying that souvenir shower towel wrap in the t-shirt place.
Right.
And then you were sitting alone down by the water feeding the seagulls your Skittles and your what was that? Cotton candy. And then you were changing a flat tire on the road on the way up to Cadillac Mountain.
Right.
And then you were in the emergency room. And then I believe we saw you in the pharmacy.
Yeah.
You were picking up pain meds and your medicated forearm moisturizer.
Absolutely.
And then in the lobby of the same inn that Carol and I were staying in.
Wow.
It's almost like we had the same itinerary.
I am so sorry, Dave. I wish that I'd have seen you. We could have met up for lunch or dinner or snacks. You know how I love the snacks.
Oh yeah.
I kind of wish you would have said something.
Oh well, I would have, but my arms were full. Steve.
That's fair.
And we're back. This just in. The debut of a new manlier self-rising crust has prompted the Pillsbury Doughboy to step up his game and rebrand himself as the Pillsbury Dough Man. Now, we of course wish him the very, very best of luck.
Absolutely. It's about time. Of course, when your nicknames are light and flaky, it's already an uphill battle.
True. I'm wondering if we can expect the same from Little Debbie anytime soon. Man, I love those Swiss cake rolls.
And don't underestimate the power of sharing an oatmeal cream pie, Dave. And now, with a very special entertainment report, let's check in with our very own Hollywood Handwrite.
The Academy Awards have come and gone this past weekend, with the movie Nomadland taking the coveted Best Picture Oscar in an awards show that saw the lowest ratings in its history. We're down 58% from last year's previous dismal Oscar record-setting viewership.
Maybe it's just me, Dave, but perhaps once they start giving trophies to guys actually named Oscar, people just might start tuning back in. I know that's been the problem with the recent lack of interest with the Golden Globe Awards.
Well, it's as a matter of fact, you mentioned that, Steve. It's very interesting that because there's only been one Oscar that has ever actually won an Oscar.
Sorry, Dave. I think I got to get my hearing checked because I thought you said that was interesting.
Oscar Hammerstein. He actually won twice for his songwriting at the very first televised Oscars, and then this next one about 5 years later.
Well, let's hope someday the committee will find it in their wisdom to award another trophy to another famous Oscar.
Steve, Oscar the Grouch is a puppet. He's not eligible. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you that?
Meyer, Dave. Oscar Meyer has a way
With Bologna.
And that spells Bologna.
That's how you spell baloney, Steve.
It's no wonder he never won an Academy Award.
And now here's Steve with a personal note.
Thank you, Hollywood. It's no secret, I'm a numbers guy. Anyone who knows me will tell you I count ceiling panels, floor tiles, steps to and from certain rooms in the house, and I even track the moles on my face, then divide that number by my face's total square inches to come up with the average facial mole per square inch ratio. Some call this little habit endearing, some call it a brow-raising quirk, while still others call it one of many habits that should be brought to the attention of my special doctor, who requests I sit up rather than lie face down crying and screaming out her couch cushion fashion's thread count. My point, most of us have these little idiosyncrasies. That's what makes us unique, special, interesting. And I say give me a person who unicycles in a French-made outfit and walks around with a large saltwater fish in his pants any day, rather than some milquetoast whose only claim to oddity fame is not choosing the proper fork with which to eat their soup. Dave?
Thank you. And that's this week's special May Day Chamber of Comedy Week in Review Special Update Special. Thank you for joining us. If you like whatever this is, please tell your friends, follow us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on the YouTubes. Until next week, I'm Dave Hanley.
And I'm Steve Burnett. Remember, when news breaks out, so do we. Thank you.
And good night. Well, that went well, I thought.
Dave, did you get all your vaccines done?
Yeah, I got my second one a couple of weeks ago. I thought I told you that.
So you haven't gotten all of them then, huh?
Two. Two was it. I got two and done. And Steve. No, how many, Steve? Please. No.
It's not important.
It's really important, Steve. How many shots did you get?
5 so far.
So far?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
Oh no, the guy in the van is back in the mall parking lot again, isn't he?
Yes, he was gone for a few months. He said he was doing some volunteer work at the jail, but he's back now.
Steve, look, you can't play around with this. I think you might want to go to the emergency room before it's too late.
He wears a stethoscope, and most of his lab coat is white, Dave, so I trust him. Plus, you can't beat the price. Every time I go in for a shot, he drops the price by another $100. Like this later today, I'm going in for my 6th shot. It's only $500. And then after that, I've only got the 4 shots left. I'm done.
4?
Yeah.
Steve, this guy is no more a medical professional than you were when you drove a courier.
Are you purposely trying to hurt my feelings?
Well, yes, but that's not important right now. Are you experiencing any kind of side effects at all?
No, not really. Okay, I've lost a little weight, just in my wallet because he only takes cash. And one other when I drink water, my arms spring out like little lawn sprinklers. But other than other than that, hey, you wouldn't be willing to share one of your Swiss cake rolls with me, would you?
What if I said no, Steve?
Well, I think little Debbie would be very disappointed.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh,